So for our Capstone project, we are developing an app for doctors to be able to manage their patients for Phoenix Children's Hospital. So the doctor can log into the app, he can search for the patients globally across the whole hospital and add them to his list of patients. And then from there, he can choose one of his patients and add their upcoming procedures or their reminders or allergies, just other medical information like that. So one of my tasks was to create the functionality for the doctor to be able to search for one of the patients that's in the system. And since we are using a Firebase database on the back end, which has a lot of good features, one being that it is very easy to set up. One difficulty that I ran into with this is that the Firebase database is document based, which means that each user is stored kind of like a JSON document and can have any number of fields, and it doesn't have to be a predefined schema. So Firebase doesn't have indexing for that, so it doesn't really know how to search by first name or last name. So I can't do what I was planning to do with just have a query where I can say first name or last name contains your search text. So instead of that, I had to change the way this was implemented, and so we can still use Firebase since that's what we've gone with so far. I had to change this to do front-end filtering on the patient's list, which basically means to download the entire list of patients and for each one calculate with front-end code if it should or should not be shown based off of the search text. And this works very well right now for the small prototype amount of data that we have. And when it is deployed for Phoenix Children's Hospital, though, they will most likely want to tie it in with their main database that already has all of their patients. So that will not be a problem for them either, since they'll be switching the type of database that it will be connected to. So this filtering works very well on the front end, since it is able to filter a couple hundred of users without any problem. Once it scales up to thousands of users, it could be problematic, but for now it will work very well. And another feature that we're working on will also help with this, since they'll be able to search by other fields, such as the allergies or the procedures that the patient is involved in. So those will filter more on the back end, so the front end doesn't have as big of a list to go through. So what I might do differently next time is look into other third-party services instead of Firebase that maybe can do a predefined schema. That way we have all these advantages, and I would find one that allows us to still have such an easy implementation, but gives us these more advanced features that won't be drawbacks to us like Firebase has with the searching. And that is all.